The economy has been at the forefront of the news for months, and the most recent bailout plan seems to be on everyone's mind. Yesterday, I watched President Obama's weekly address, and I agree with a lot of what the president said, especially the part about putting America to work, doing the work that needs to be done. But I still have some questions. 5 to be exact. Number 1. Why does America need another bailout bill? Did we not just bail out Wall Street and numerous financial institutions whose greed and lack of regulations led to the housing crisis and the stock market crash? Question number 2. What happened to the $700 billion from the Economic Stabilization Act of 2008? Is that money being used the way the Federal Reserve intended? Did it avert the great catastrophe that everyone was so afraid of then? Or did it simply postpone it? Will this stimulus package be any more effective? Question number 3. Who's deciding how this $827 billion should be spent? If the objective is to use this stimulus package to create jobs repairing our infrastructure and rebuilding America's power grid, then shouldn't that money be specifically designated to do so? If there are not specific guidelines for how this $827 billion is to be used, then who's to say that this money won't sit in government coffers just as the $700 billion from the bailout money sits in the vaults of banks who are too afraid to lend the money that's necessary for our economy to grow? Question number 4. Where is the $827 billion coming from? And this is a very important question, because if we don't know where the money's coming from, how can we make an educated decision about, number 1, how much we need, and number 2, how we should spend it? Is it a loan on our future output as a nation? Is it a loan from China? Is it going to come from future taxes? I think complete transparency is necessary on the part of our elected leaders, especially concerning such huge decisions that will directly affect us, the American citizens. Question number 5. Why is this bill being rushed through Congress? We need more research. We need to determine how much money is actually required to re-stimulate the American economy and how that money can be most productively allocated. By pushing this bill through and acting in such a hectic manner, our elected leaders are creating a culture of fear that's not conducive to clear thought. Clear and creative thinking are exactly what we need, along with more research, more discourse, and a determined mindset to reach an educated decision. As United States citizens, we have a right to know the answers to these questions, and it's important for all of us to remember our responsibility as citizens. The people who are making these decisions are elected representatives, elected by people like you and me. Today, we as citizens have a bigger voice than ever before. Contact your congressperson today. Here's a link for where you can find their contact information. To contact your senator, use this link. And to contact your representative in the House, use this link. Encourage them to use discretion, to have hope, and to take the time to make good decisions that will lead America down a path of responsibility and sustainability, out of this recession and into years of prosperity. I'm confident that we as Americans will find our way to better days, but it will require that we all take an active role in these tremendous decisions that will affect our lives and the lives of our children for years to come.